It's time to break up with your phone. It might be a short-term break or it might be forever. But you are in a relationship with your smartphone. Whether you like that or not, it is true. You give a certain amount of minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years to this device if you have a smartphone. It's designed that way. It's just the way it goes. It's time to break up. I've broken up with my phone before, a few years ago. It was because I had some serious addictions that I needed to be free of. And I wanted to test the belief that I held that my smartphone was helping me with any anxiety, with stress. I wanted to test that theory to see how I would go and how I would be able to replace it in my life. So I got a dumb phone. It does texts and calls. It's got a very poor camera. It gives you the date and the time, and that's it. I think it was about $40, and this is what I replaced it with. There's more things you need to replace the smartphone. You need an alarm clock. If you need to wake up at a certain time and the phone doesn't suffice, you need to have the ability to set an alarm. You want something that's offline, something that is battery operated or has a little light, has the date, has the temperature, just to replace those functions that your phone provides. You need to empty your phone at the start. You need to get all the data out. You need to get all your videos and photos out. So you need to get it onto a computer, a laptop. You can just delete them. You can save them onto a hard drive and take it off your computer. But you empty your phone first. You could get yourself a camera. This is one I've had for many, many years, maybe over 10 years. Videos, photos, has a little memory card. You can put it on the computer. You can still upload it and share it with your family and friends. But every function that the phone has can be replaced. I used to be addicted to white noise and I could only sleep with white noise. But I was able to pray and have that dependency gone. I used to have to sleep with the phone in my room and now it's not in my room anymore, but it's still in charge. It still bosses me around, takes my attention, and I do not have the willpower to resist it. So it goes. Goodbye. I got my phone late in life, which I'm really grateful for. I got it in when I was about 22 years old. A friend helped me buy it and understand how to use it, and it very quickly took over my life. Because I got it so late, I have a really clear memory of life before it. I also have a really clear memory of being the only one in a bus or the only one in a train without one. So I got to observe the world with their heads in their smartphones for years before I got one. I would have my book with me. I would have my rosary beads. I would have a magazine. I would look out the window and everyone else around me was on their phone. And the memory of that is like it's romanticized in my mind and in my heart. And it was like everyone had stepped into a sedated state and I was free. And for whatever reason, I gave in and I chose to enter that sedated state too. And it's been over 10 years now. And I've had one other time where I switched to my dumb phone and it lasted for about 3 months. And you know what the thing I realized was that it wasn't the smartphone that was helping me with stress and anxiety. It was the smartphone giving me the stress and the anxiety. So the solution, the so-called solution I was holding on to, was the cause. For whatever reason, I thought I could let it back in. I thought I'd grown in self-control, but I was wrong. I deleted all my social media since then. I would only use Facebook Messenger. I would never go back on Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Pinterest. I had WhatsApp to talk to family. But even then, I spent years addicted to news websites. That's over now. But I cannot kick YouTube. I've never even attempted TikTok. Everyone said, don't you even dare. But YouTube, I can't. I can't go on without looking at shorts. If I look at shorts, I just fall down a slide. And I don't know how I get out of it. But once I've gotten out of it, I look back and I'm like, that was a really long slide. And I can't believe I'm not in control. So I'm moving on. Some more tips of how to quit. It's really helpful to have, um, well, you need this. It's a little pin. I'm going to walk you through it. We poke it into the phone, the SIM pops out, you move the SIM to your dumb phone, and everyone can still call and text you. You lose some contacts, you get some mystery texts. You just say, hey guys, I've gone off my smartphone. Who are you? And you get back on track. You might fall out of touch with some people. It might feel a bit isolating, but if they're meant to be in your life, they will find a way to get in contact with you, or you'll find a way to get in contact with them and let them know that you've moved on from your smartphone. I plan to still have Messenger, Facebook Messenger, but via a laptop that isn't in my hand everywhere I go. The other thing that changes is your budgeting. You can't just willy-nilly run out to the shops with all your cards and switch money around as you need to with your bank in your hand. You have to look, how much money do I have? I can't access my bank while I'm out and about now. I need to know where I'm going and what I'm spending. Helps you be accountable. And online shopping, having no access to that apart from a laptop or a computer, helps you spend less because you're less emotive about your decisions. So you empty your phone of the content you want to keep. You notify all the different chats you're on, especially the chats that can't be accessed via the computer, that you've moved on, and they can get you on Facebook Messenger. You replace your alarm system. Go through your chats, find any future dates for events that are coming up that are only living on your phone or on these different social media accounts. Get a real diary and put them in the diary or write it on a piece of paper. You've backed up your content on a hard drive. You've got your alarm clock and your time ready to go. This also doubles as a night light. This was only a few dollars from Kmart. You've got your camera so you can still capture memories. Now, what do you do with all your time? Well, guess what? You become a whole lot more efficient. You become a whole lot more present. You enjoy life more. There will be the initial stages where you are like, oh my gosh, what have I done? What am I going to do while I'm on the toilet? Well, you get a nice basket from an op shop and you put it on the floor and you fill it with new magazines, secondhand magazines, Sudoku books, puzzles, colouring in books, interior design, whatever you're interested in. Do you want to learn how to crochet? Get a crochet how-to book. Do you want to learn how to repurpose furniture? Get some books about that. You'll start reading books, you'll start reading novels, and you'll start using your imagination. Have a notepad with a pencil in there and write notes of things you want to achieve and get done or reminders. You'll start having so much more time in the day. And most importantly, your thoughts will be your own. You will be more in charge of your thoughts. Looking at your phone first thing in the morning and scrolling through YouTube shorts or scrolling through shorts on Facebook or any app. It's a few seconds of a few different people. You might scroll for a few minutes. That's about 50 people. It's the same as waking up, walking to your front door and opening the door and having a 30-second conversation with 50 people and you just woke up. That is not good for your brain. And all those interactions send off so many ricocheting effects, like a drop, like a stone dropping into the water. All of the little rings of water, I forget what they're called. Every interaction does that in your brain. And throughout the day, weeks, months, that stays there. And it continually suggests, it's in your memory, short term or long term, and it continually takes you from your present. It takes you from your goals. It takes you from your loved ones. It takes you from yourself. It takes you from mindfulness. It takes you from the ability to have deep, meaningful purpose in your day, in your moments. It takes you from the present moment, the eternal now. And these are the most precious moments of life. Being present in the good and the bad, in the ups and the down. If they're bad, you can learn and grow. If they're good, you can cherish and be grateful. These are what you don't want to miss. This is why this is turning into this once again.